Hi, welcome to this video. I want to talk about dogs that respond at a very, very high level by way of influence being an active agent. This is where you'll get these extreme reactions from dogs, and even with very young dogs, you know, you'll see them like on the leash go into a high stress level, you know, start to really protest, challenge, and you're wondering what the heck is going on. You know, you haven't even barely touched the dog or done anything. But again, consider the ice cream truck example, which I use often to help people understand to be able to move through, okay, being able to reconcile these very high reactions from certain dogs that have gained a lot of control and have a high level of social need on top of that. Again, it's like the ice cream truck example. You know, this example I use it for people. It's very helpful, using the parenting example as a frame of reference. You know, imagine watching an interaction between a child. Again, you don't know how selfish this child is, but the child's very, very selfish. And a parent near the ice cream truck, and the child's getting ice cream, but they want, you know, some sprinkles on their ice cream. And because they can get the sprinkles, they have a complete meltdown, having a major temper tantrum, rolling on the ground, you know, kicking up dirt, just, you know, talking back, major fit, because the parents said no to the sprinkles. And you're looking at this thinking, I can't, look at what's going on. And you're like trying to figure this out. You're saying, well, the parent must have hit the child. Think of the word abuse being thrown around the dog training world, right? The parent must have did something, must have, you know, hit that child and cause it, because you're looking at to reconcile, you're trying to reconcile, it's like cause and effect, right? But absent, okay, the information you don't have, okay, is based again on the current state of the relationship. See, and that's exactly what's going on in the dog training world. Dogs as social animals. See, and trainers are not reconciling behavior issues properly at all, because there's no depth. Understand, they're jumping in based again on merely getting dogs to respond using treats, using motivating agents, but no consideration at all why that would possibly be a problem, okay, based on, you know, dogs have already gained a level of control in the relationship. But again, when you look at that type of interaction between a parent and child, it's helpful because it's saying, okay, you know, there's something missing here, you know, because you're looking at the response. But think about dogs that respond at a very high level, like way over the top, and you're trying to make sense of that. You know, then, oh, well, maybe there's something medically wrong with the dog. Of course, that must be it. Take your dog to the vet, spend a bunch of money. The vet doesn't give you any real answers. Maybe it gives you some medication for the dog. It doesn't solve anything, because understand that the dog training world is a culture. It's set up this way to be superficial. It's appearance-based. It doesn't reconcile behavior issues properly, because again, it's all about jumping in the way I'm describing is the problem. So again, you know, when you get these situations where dogs have gained a lot of control over the top and you get these reactions, well, what do you think the tendency is? Well, the tendency is to shift the blame onto the dog, of course. Like, just to walk away, say, I don't know, can't deal with it, because all the trainers, Balance and Force Free, they're all sold out to this idea, the way they jump in. They're not reconciling. Influence is not an active agent at the beginning, so they're not even getting the right information or providing the right information, and it shifts into the entire focus of the relationship. So saving these dogs is, you know, a hit and miss scenario at best. So again, my encouragement to people, really think about what I'm saying. Think about the ice cream truck example. Very helpful. You know, think about that. And you're looking at cause and effect. You're trying, well, what's the missing piece? Well, it's the relationship piece. Like, you don't have any clue how selfish that child is. You're just looking at that reaction, and you're assuming things based on appearances. But your assumptions are not helpful. And if you're a dog or a trainer, not helpful at all, because what does that do? If you're just looking at the response, well, it's just to focus onto the dog. The dog gets destroyed, gets put down, gets medicated, right? Because your role in that, it's, you know, looking at, again, the parenting style perhaps is the problem. Again, cause and effect. It's fixable, okay? That's the good news. It's fixable, but through a interaction-based methodology. Understand that that's the key. So my encouragement, regardless of all these trainers are saying out there in social media land, these Balance and Force Free trainers, understand something right away. They're all sold out already. So they're not going to be able to say and talk or provide answers the way that I do, because they're not aligned with even the right methodology. They're aligned with this very superficial idea that training's a learning-based exercise. But why would it be a learning-based exercise if you consider the reconciled behavioral issues just like the selfish child? Do you honestly believe that once a child is that selfish, okay, now it's a learning-based exercise? Well, what does that even mean? Well, it means what you're going to do, what these trainers are doing. They're going to pull out the treats, engage in bribing these dogs, and they're going to focus entirely on responses in a very superficial way, which don't even line up. I mean, that's what they're selling. Understand, that's what they're selling. But it's a bad deal, because part of the package deal that goes along with that is to shift the blame onto the dog. You know, when behavior issues don't go away, because, you know, absent all of it is influence and a methodology that's going to actually line up. So again, my encouragement, check out my website, lots of great information. Thanks for watching.